to Daily Dictation. We are doing Daily Dictation today, focusing on the topic of food and cooking. This video is for a low intermediate English speaker. The purpose of this video is to practice your listening and writing skills in English. In this video, you will see 5 sentences that I will read 3 times each and once more at the end. And your goal is to write each sentence as you hear it and make sure that you have proper spelling, proper grammar, punctuation, all of that stuff. So, let's get started with Daily Dictation. Daily Dictation takes place from Monday to Friday. Every day we have a different set of sentences. For a whole week, we focus on one topic, and the topic changes from week to week. There's 2 English levels offered, and you have access to vocabulary list that is available at the end of the video. And then you also have practice worksheets with a vocabulary and definitions list. If you want that, there's a link in the description. Let's talk about the rules for daily dictation before we get started. You will need a blank piece of paper and a pencil. 5 sentences will be read. Each sentence will be read 3 times and 1 more time at the end. You have to write down each sentence as you hear it. You will use your listening skills. Try your best to apply the correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization as you write each sentence down. Try your best and keep practicing. You will do great. Let's get started here. We can see on the screen there are numbers 1 through 5. On your piece of paper, or if you have an electronic document, then write down 1 through 5. Each of these numbers represent a different sentence. I'm going to read each sentence starting with sentence number 1. Number 1. She added blueberries to her creamy yogurt. 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 Number 2. He loves to grill asparagus with lemon. He loves to grill asparagus with lemon. He loves to grill asparagus with lemon. Number 3. I like to blend cucumber and citrus for a refreshing drink. I like to blend cucumber and citrus for a refreshing drink. I like to blend cucumber and citrus for a refreshing drink. Number 4. They made a spicy pomegranate salsa for the tacos. They made a spicy pomegranate salsa for the tacos. They made a spicy pomegranate salsa for the tacos. Number 5. We decided to bake a citrus cake for dessert. We decided to bake a citrus cake for dessert. We decided to bake a citrus cake for dessert. We decided to bake a citrus cake for dessert. Now I will read each sentence one more time, starting with sentence number 1. She added blueberries to her creamy yogurt. Number 2. He loves to grill asparagus with lemon. Number 3. I like to blend cucumber and citrus for a refreshing drink. Number 4. They made a spicy pomegranate salsa for the tacos. Number 5. We decided to bake a citrus cake for dessert. Great job! Let's get ready to check our answers. If you found that it was too fast or you need to listen to a specific sentence again, then if it's too fast, play it again, but make the playback speed a little bit slower using the settings. Or you can check the description for timestamps, and this will help you listen to specific sentence numbers again. If you feel like you got everything, let's go ahead and check our answers. So let's go through each example from 1 to 5. Number 1. She added blueberries to her creamy yogurt. Number 2. He loves to grill asparagus with lemon. Number 3. I like to blend cucumber and citrus for a refreshing drink. Four. They made a spicy pomegranate salsa for the tacos. 5. We decided to bake a citrus cake for dessert. So how do we do today? Is our spelling starting to get better? So for today, we did have blueberries in the plural form, so we removed the Y and added IES to make the word blueberry plural. Again, we see the word yogurt. We saw this earlier in the week. Yogurt, this is how North Americans typically spell it. I am located in Canada, so I spell it the North American way. And so I spell it Y-O-G-U-R-T. However, other countries like the UK, Australia, New Zealand, sometimes it is spelled Y-O-G-H-U-R-T. So if you're more familiar with that spelling and that's how you spelt it, that is correct. For number 2, in our past few sentences for the past few days, we have had the word grilled asparagus. But here we have the word grill. Why? Because we have the word to right before it. Before the word to, we have the first verb. Now this verb is in the simple present form. So we have he and then loves. We add an S onto the verb in the simple present form. Now we have another verb this time. This time, because we already have one here in this form, this verb comes in what's called the infinitive. The infinitive is the word to plus the base form of the word. We don't change it or add anything onto it. Not ed, not ing, or anything like this. So, to grill. To plus the base form of the word to create the infinitive form. The infinitive form often comes after a word like loves, enjoys, likes. For example, I like to go swimming. Here, in this case, we have like as a verb and go as a verb. So because we have the two verbs there as well, then I like to go swimming. The to go will be in the infinitive. Moving on, we have the word dessert here as well. Dessert is one of the tricky ones that we had earlier on this week. So we need to remember for dessert, two S's is for sweet dessert, cake, cookie. Dessert with one S is for desert, which is Sahara Desert, the very hot, dry place with no rain, things like this. So there is a difference in meaning if you spell those words differently. And if you spelt it with one S, that is unfortunately incorrect. So how did you do today? If you had some errors, it's good to review some of these vocabulary words. So asparagus, blueberry, pomegranate, citrus, cucumber, blend, grill, spicy, creamy, and bake. For all of these words, the first few words, you might not use them very often when you talk about what you like to eat or how the ingredients you add when you prepare certain dishes. However, we added these words this week because these have really common spelling errors when people do use them. And the other words, blend, grilled, spicy, and creamy, bake, these are just words that are commonly misspelled, and these ones are more common with this topic. So it's good to know how they're spelled and how they're used. If you want to practice these words more, there is a worksheet in the description for you to check. So I hope that you practice them and that your spelling is getting better. Thank you so much for joining me today and watching this video. Please like and subscribe it if you found it helpful for your spelling and listening in English. Check the description for a link to this week's daily dictation worksheet. Don't forget, there's only one worksheet per week. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!